Welcome back to Waste Nights, 2nd edition. We're doing the second of the opening scenarios called Wild North. It's part of the Road to Ruin, and we're way up here in the north at the moment. And we need to get over to plot marker 3. So we have 2 actions on our turn. So I think the first thing we're going to do is move. So I'm going to zoom down a little bit here. I'm going to see how we're going to move over to the plot marker area. So let's get to it. Alright, so we want to move. We're in our nice pursuit car, Logan Harris here. We're trying to get over to plot marker 3. I think we can do it on 1 turn. So this is going to cost us 2 movement to go here. We're trying to avoid as many hazards as we can. 2 to go there. Then we're going to hit the road. We are going to be pulling a threat token for this location. And then we have road again. And then we have a contaminated wound. Then we have more road with radiation on it. And finally, we get to the plot token number 3. Wow, what a route. So basically, this is going to cost us 2 action, 4 action, or 4 movement points, nothing for the road, threat token, and we're on the road, so these are all no movements. So this is going to be 5 movement, contaminated wound, radiation. These last 2 are road spaces, so they don't cost any movement. So for a total of 5 movement, believe it or not, we got all the way across the north to there. But we have a contaminated wound, a radiation, and a threat token to pull out of the bag. So let's go ahead and get that set up. Alright, that was a pretty dangerous route. So we have 1 contaminated wound for our journeys and 1 radiation, which of course doesn't affect us at the moment. Now we have to pull a threat token out of the bag, and then we're going to have an encounter in the road space. Alright, so we have to pull a threat token out of our bag. Let's see if we get something different this time. I seem to keep pulling the same token out from the last playthrough. Alright, we get this one. Ooh, we're either going to take a wound if it's an encounter, or 2 wounds if it's, not. Alright, we're in a road space. We're going to take the top card off the shuffle deck. Again, if we get repeats, I'm just going to discard and draw a new one. We get a road blockade. Oh, geez. Alright, let's get down on the board here and take a closer look at this one and see what it entails. Alright, we have a road blockade. It says test negotiate. Okay, if we pass, we get an experience. If we fail, we suffer a wound. Or discard a chosen resource for each missing success. Okay. And it says right through them. If you have a heavy vehicle, you can ignore this card. Unfortunately, our pursuit car is a medium vehicle. We can't just blow through the blockade. And we are going to take 1 damage no matter what we do. Alright, we have to test negotiate. Let's take a look at our character and see what we have for a negotiate skill. Alright, our negotiate is not fantastic. We have 2 white dice. So let's get out the dice tray and roll them up. Alright, and keeping in mind we will be taking a damage. It doesn't matter what we do here. So we get 2 successes to negotiate. Right on. So it looks like we passed. So basically, pass is we get an experience. So we just talked our way through the blockade. We didn't have to suffer any damage. We will suffer 1 damage, but we get 1 experience. That is cool. All right, let's go over to our player character area. Suffer our damage, but get our experience. All right. Well, we do get an experience, so we're going to go from 1 to 2, but we are going to suffer another damage. So we have 1 contaminated damage, a radiation now, and a regular damage. And that was the first of our 2 actions. The second action, I think what we're going to do, what should we do? We have a damaged vehicle slightly. We have some contamination. I think we're going to go ahead and do the plot action. Alright, for our second action, we are taking plot token number 3. And so we will be consulting the book, and it says if you take plot token 3, you see 33 in the Book of Tales. So let's just flip open to 33 and see what we get. It says, you approach the first bridge, the only solid passage between the 2 halves of the continent. It turns out this way is shut. The stronghold defending the passage and the town is heavily manned, and within an hour's walk from the bridge, hundreds of travelers are camping, hoping that the gates will open soon. You ask around. It turns out the passage is under a quarantine. Supposedly there's some horrible virus sweeping the Badlands, and the inhabitants of the first bridge don't want to risk catching it. You can choose You see lots of desperate people around here, and the miners need every pair of hands. Time to persuade some survivors, but Gangren is a great place to live, C12. Or you can investigate the people against the Guardians of the Passage, spreading false rumors about the virus, C62, or you are the Avenger. We are the Avenger. You spotted a few judges among the Guardians of the Stronghold. Maybe your old contracts will help. Ooh, so yes, we're going to take that option because we are the Avenger. So we go to 79. So I like how the game has specific character options. Alright, 79 says you approach the closed gate and ask the guards to call one of the judges in the past you used to participate in their operations against biker gangs. It's Mustache George, a bald fellow who's the captain of one of the squads. Logan? Why the hell are you loitering around the Badlands? Weren't you supposed to settle your kangaroo fart? He asks. His face changes when you tell him about the tragedy you experienced and asks him to let you through the barricade so that you can finish your job and focus on hunting down the culprits. In exchange, you get information that the crew you described crossed the first bridge not long before the quarantine. You'll probably find them in pumps, where they aim to barter their loot. Regarding the crossing, George tells you to come down when the people camping around him are asleep. Such a precedent could cause riots. Note in the Outback Chronicles that Logan is on the path of vengeance. You lose all remaining actions. Ooh, okay, well, we're at the end of our... Oh, no. Oh, no, this is the end anyway. If you want to move east of space 0, first bridge, next round, you cannot move further than 1 space east of it. Oh, jumping. Okay, all right. We did need to move the plot marker up 2, so we're going to do that. And that's going to be the end of our round. And then we can only move 1 space next time. Ooh. All right, we took a plot token. This is going to go up to 5. But we are at the end of the round now. And so what happens is, of course, our turn marker goes down 1. And we have to remove one of the tokens off of our communicator. Ooh, not good. As well, we move a token off the communicator. We're down to 50% power. We're losing power fast. All right, we're going to continue on with another turn. And so over we go back to our character. Now we can only move 1 space next turn. That's all we can do. So I think we're probably going to have to go ahead and just do a move action right now for our first action. Well, we are trying to make our way up to plot marker 4, so we will move 1 space here. We're not going to use beads this time. It costs us 1 movement, no problem at all. We do get through the bridge with the help of the judge. We're on a road to vengeance. And we're trying to get the plot marker 4. So that was our move action. We need to have a road encounter or sand encounter, desert encounter. And oh, jeepers H. We run into slavers who have a ranged attack. Oh, this is not good. You may discard 1 chosen resource to choose and reroll any one of this enemy's dice. This enemy deals 2 damage. Oh my goodness. What if we defeat them though? We get 1 experience and 2 medicine. Oh man. These guys are brutal. They're ranged, and so are we. Let's get out the dice tray, I guess, and see what we can do. Oh dear. Alright, we are actually going to discard our knife. Advance. So discard this card to deal the damage. So we're going to throw our knife at them, doing 1 damage, which means we have to do only 3 damage to them. They get to fight first, though. They're rolling 2 green and blue. Wow, we only took 2 damage from these guys. That's incredible. All right, we have our pistol, which is 3 white, 1 green. We need to do 3 damage. Come on, and this cost is giving us 1 damage. Oh, and I forgot. Yes, we have to spend our 1 ammunition to do it. This will be 1 damage, so 2, 3, 4. We did 4 damage. We did not need to throw our knife away, but I wanted to make sure that we defeated the slavers, which we did. So they do 2 damage to us. But we get an experience and 2 medicine. Right on. Oh, that was very good. Alright, so we get an experience. That's going to take us to 3. We do take 2 damage, though. So we're going to go ahead and our 1 damage here is going to become a 3. So we have a total of 4 damage now. 1 is contaminated. So that's the 2 damage they dealt to us. And we get 2 medicine. I can't believe we actually have 4 medicine now. We are just a walk-in pharmacy at the moment, or driving pharmacy, I guess. Cool. And we just leveled up, which means we get to do a level up. So let's take a look at our level up cards for Logan, and we're going to pick one. Alright, let's take a look at Logan's level up cards. So he's got a reinforced jacket, which I think I think we may actually take. It's really cool. When you're testing negotiate, you gain a white die, and it's 1. You may break this to end up getting rid of 1 damage. This is a cool negotiate ability. We do have Jack of all trades, of course. This is 6. So these are double-sided. So let's take a look. We're not going to look at the general ones. We're going to go with the specific ones. And a couple of them. So basically, fast forward, you gain +1 repair, you ignore all effects of malfunction cards attached to your vehicle. Oh, wow, that's also freaking awesome. The other side is ramming. Engagement, you may place 1 damage on your vehicle to deal a damage to your enemy. If you have a heavy vehicle, you may place 3 damage on your vehicle to deal 2 to your enemy. So it can ram enemies. We have sturdy bodywork. Your vehicle gains 2 chassis. You may place up to 2 damage tokens here, so we can have a reinforced vehicle. Or unstoppable. You gain +1 exploration. When performing the gain consciousness action, you heal all radiation and all wounds. Ooh. These are all so good. Expert driver. You may place a damage on your vehicle to prevent a damage once per turn. So we can take damage to our vehicle to prevent damage from anything else. And Jack of all trades, when making a test, except in combat, you may gain a white die once per turn. Ooh, cool. You know what? Despite all the cool driving things, we are going to take the reinforced jacket. And we do get it on the green side for leveling up. For negotiate now, we get +1 white die and everything. This card takes no armor slot or inventory. Cool. So we can wear it over our vest. Oh, that is right on. So we are going to do that. That was a very cool level up. I like to level up for these characters. Very, very cool. All right, that was our move action. We have 1 action remaining. And I think for our final action, I think we're going to camp. Alright, so for our final action, we will camp. We have 2 repair. We're going to fix up our vehicle, get rid of that 1 damage. It's the end of the turn, though. We're going to lose this. Anyway, we'll do end of turn here in a second. We have 4 medicine. So for 1 medicine, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the radiation. Gone. And for the other medicine, we can heal 3. So we're just going to go ahead and heal 3 wounds. So we have 1 contaminated wound on us, and that's it. Everything else in good repair. It is now the end of the turn. So end of turn, we lose a token off of our communicator. It is at 0 power, so it's lost all power. We have to move the turn marker down 1 on the track as well. Alright, and the time marker goes down 1. We're at 3. We're in the middle of the desert. So let's wrap up our episode for today. Alright, so we're way up here. We're in the sandy area, our desert area. We're trying to get to Queen's Valley, plot marker 4. We're going pretty quickly in this playthrough. Of course, we've done the one before, so we know how the rules, how everything works. So I'm trying to do like 2 turns an episode. We'll rip through this one pretty quickly. These opening scenarios are not extremely long. I do like the thematic feel of the game. We've got a reinforced jacket now with a vest. We can prevent 3 damage. That is so cool. Alright, so thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Waste Night 2nd Edition. We're playing Wild North, which is the 2nd opening scenario for Road to Ruin. And we have Logan Harris in his pursuit vehicle trying to put together this giant ZX mining machine. And he's also on a road to vengeance now as well. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.